Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn's Revenge 3.3 preview playthrough as the New Republic. In the last few episodes, we have, well, for one thing, started the construction of our Viscount, but we've also been taking over Haven territory, which I think we're definitely going to be able to finish today. So I'm going to combine this fleet. You know what, the artillery can stay in it. I'll combine this fleet, and oh shit. Alright, Palpatine. I feel like we could kill Palpatine. I don't want to kill Palpatine still, though. It's only one Turbo Laser AT-AT, which are really strong. But glad you can make a catch. I mean, what's our upside here gonna be?
Yes. Can do.
Maybe we can kill all the vehicles. Palpatine doesn't seem to be looking to fulfill our dreams of him building the Eclipse. So if he gets too close, then it's whatever, we just kill it. Anti-vehicle turrets aren't going to be super useful against these particular vehicles. So I think what we want is the landing zones. And if we have to nuke Palpatine for that, so be it. Like, we have a lot of anti-infantry in all of this, not much anti-vehicle. Might be able to do something with the AACs and the RAF, but what's the main difference between Rise of the Republic and Thrawn's Revenge? I assume you mean Fall of the Republic, but that's our Clone Wars mod. So the main difference is the time period. And like there's some differences based on that, where like the factional mechanics are obviously suited to the factions. So the core mechanics are fairly similar between both. Alright, that's a lot of stuff here. Let's get away from there.
Armor standing by. Roger that.
Alright, we've got the IDT alone. I think we can kill at least some of these a bit more easily without the rest sitting there and judging us. Okay, you're just one AAC. You can't tell. I don't know if this is going better or worse than I'd hoped. I mean, so far we've only lost a few of our first round of those units. I don't think we're going to be able to hold this. We can kill the infantry. They're trying to get away there. Alright. Can we kill one of the XR-85s? Okay, IDT then. I don't know if they're going to be bringing it back to repair it somewhere. They might have a repair structure. I can't worry about that right now. You kind of just gotta send everything in and hope for the best. Okay, let's pull back a little bit. Then if the IDT wants to come in... Hold on. No.
Yes, sir.
You get back here. There we go. If the IDT wants to come in, it has to come through even more stuff. But it's going up more. No. Stop it. Alright. We'll go to this one. And since we have that now, we can afford to head down to this capturable. No, you don't want to be in there if that's going to be nuked. That's going to kill our field base, which I'm not happy about. Okay. So some of you get back in there. They haven't brought in Palpatine yet.
Let's go. Reporting in.
I should really get them to capture the victory point. It doesn't win the battle for us, but it will at least make it so that they have to spend twice as much time capturing it themselves.
I copy.
But we'll get this, which is the local garrison, and then we'll be able to build another field base here. I don't want these going alone, but with all these together, we might actually be able to take on that XR-85.
Reporting.
And T2s, that infantry is yours.
Roger that.
Alright, now you can come in.
Yes, sir. Course plotted. I'll follow your lead.
This is not gonna be good. Hey there, Black Wolf. We're in a bit of a rough situation right now. But if we can pull this off, then you know, it's all gonna be worth it.
Vehicle factory destroyed. Awaiting orders.
Ready.
Alright, where do we want a repair platform?
Construction complete.
How much are we benefiting from this vision? Not that much.
We've lost a build pad.
So we get that one. What's down there?
Yes, Commander.
I just want to see what that is. Okay, that's just a mine. I may as well try to go grab that. We'll get the repairs. We'll get a field base. With the pop cap, they're gonna be pretty limited on what they can do. Oh, okay, never mind.
T2B over.
The big cluster of them is less than ideal as well.
Constructing. Base
Like, if we just go in behind all the time, then
Copy.
maybe we get something done.
unit destroyed.
Alright, let's try to do...
Construction
Well,
complete.
let's heal, and then let's try to do
Unit
uh,
destroyed.
a bit of a raid.
Mission confirmed.
Moving to secondary position.
Destroyed.
The range on the AT-AT is to be monstrous.
Unit destroyed.
Healing isn't going to save us on that. Infantry, I'll send them in that way. The infantry are actually doing pretty okay on this.
Yes, sir.
Alright, get back there then. And can we get in behind the AT-AT? Like, the turn rate is going to be pretty fast.
Take cover.
Come on. Oh, shit. Run, 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 run. Keep running. Thank God. Okay. We made it.
I'm here, sir.
You guys back off. We've actually done a decent chunk of damage there.
We've lost a build.
If you put a hero that gives a cost reduction over the planet building the Viscount, would be a die count Viscount. Only if you pronounce it incorrectly. Otherwise, it just doesn't land.
Ready. Fire!
I'm sorry to say. It's either got to be a die count Viscount or a discount Viscount. And either way, you're pronouncing something incorrectly. Alright, let's try to go through the city. We might be able to take out one of these that way. Nope, come on. Don't EAW this up. Rip. I mean, once they're attacking the structures,
We've lost a build pad.
stuff tends to get distracted. Alright. Let's see if we can Get them while they're distracted. You don't have... No.
Destroyed.
You don't have a good chance in this.
Unit destroyed.
And as soon as that's done, it's going to be an orbital bombardment we have to worry about too.
Destroyed.
It was a good run. You just don't have the anything to deal with the AT-AT.
System lost.
Alright, we'll have to leave that for now.
Constructing.
Okay, we can keep building those up. I don't remember what the result of our poll was for the last... Chief of State, view... Okay, so it was Borsk. It was Borsk. Which will show me the poll results. So we are still a little while away, but I will put in the vote for Borsk.
In production.
I mean,
Construction complete.
not vote so much as we just choose him. Okay. So we wanted to go from there. We wanted to attack Tarrifon and Galanor. Not in that order, obviously.
Imminent.
Losing Metalos, we don't want to lose any planets, but there's been worse things to happen today.
We've located the enemy.
We can take that. Coruscant will be defensible.
Choose your reinforcements.
Okay.
Reinforcements.
Got Grant as well. We've got Hephaestus Hope. We have Beacon of Freedom. Grey Ghost. Fairweather Friends. Prosperous Unification. Anchorage. So this is how Liberty dies. Don't forget about me. MC30. And please.
Roger, setting course, sir.
Yo Hello is asking who's the best person to vote for? I mean, it really depends on the situation and what you want out of it. I think Borsk is a good call for us right now. We got the defensive bonuses that we needed on building some of those structures already out of our current Chief of State. Borsk, it's a good time for us to unlock the buildable Bothan assault cruisers.
Intercepting.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
So I think right now Borsk is the right move. They've all got their pluses and minuses.
He won't be around much longer.
How can we be of service?
I'm not sure why the Hapens haven't been building their shipyards. I'm not sure why they don't have them on some of these planets in the first place.
We're ready,
Possibly because of when they've lost the planets and taken them back, if they have. Possibly because of
Ready and willing.
overconfidence being their downfall. They've clearly got some somewhere, because they've been able to build enough ships that they can
Endurance on station.
take a lot of the galaxy.
Yes.
Give the word.
But I'm not sure why we haven't come across any.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
Endurance class at your disposal, sir.
I don't know. I also don't know why I'm trying to select their units. That is not an advisable strategy. Trying to select the enemy's units doesn't really tend to work out well.
Awaiting orders.
Yes.
Okay. How's Rogue Squadron looking? They're fine. We can get them to go after some of these bombers.
Pursuing enemy
It
forces.
looks like the Prosperous Unification is going to be able to take out the Meridian 1 on its own. Which means you guys can come up to the Meridian 3.
Taking them out.
Yeah.
How can we be of service?
That's it. Scratch one.
We're ready, Admiral.
I'm in range.
once we have Galanor and Tarrifon, we'll have taken the entirety of the Hapes cluster, but they have gotten out to the rest of the galaxy. But it looks like the rest of their territory is kind of tenuous out there. So we don't need to worry about them, I don't think, as much. Like, the amount we will have hurt their economy here is probably going to be good enough. So, like, we know the Pentastar alignment's in a good position, but we don't know who's going to take the other half of the galaxy, basically. Alright, let's see how they're doing up here. Someday, I'm going to be able to recreate the Battle of Orinda shot with perfect shading and everything in-game. That's not today, unfortunately. Paul Angelus asking, Revan's Revenge shaping up? It's going really well. Like, we're done all of the ground vehicles, more or less. Not like 100%, but like very close. Like, way farther than I thought we'd be for the entire first release, so that's not a concern there. There's still 4 Sith units to texture for space, and 1 Mandalorian unit to do on top of that for space. But we do want to expand that a little bit so that we have like 5 or 6 more total space units on top of that too. But everything's going really smoothly with that. I don't think units will be holding us back. So you'll start to see more out of Revan's Revenge very soon. Probably including some update videos this week. But for now, we get to just shoot the Meridian. Oh, what the fuck? Ooh, don't look at that. Don't look at that. Oh, this is so fucking lopsided. I blame Substance Painter.
Captain here. Ready and willing.
Oh well. I'd wanted to do another pass on the Haven structure textures anyway. It's just sad when I have to do it instead of me wanting to do it. Alright. I guess they think the trade... Oh no, they don't want to retreat because we've got an interdictor. Either way. Oh well. Or Beacon of Freedom. Holding us back in this very particular way. And I think the ground forces we have in the cluster are more than enough to handle what we need. The only place I'm feeling kind of insecure about our territory is the southern part of the core. There was something I noticed after the last episodes ended, so we'll have to go take a look at that before we continue. Once we get back to the galactic map, and I'll show the predicament that we're in. I'm really overselling this.
All victorious.
Right. There's Galanor. But, so we left the Ariado Authority and the Greater Maldrude and the Empire kind of to their own devices down here, and the problem that we're going to be having with that is the Ariado Authority have realized that they can just attack Corellian space. So we need to do something about that. But we need to get the resources to do something about that. So I think we're going to have to turn this into another fleet.
On our way.
That once we're done with the Hapens, we can kind of come down here, take Akasi, then take the Ariadu territory. But in order to do that, we need... We need to take this Hapen space. And I think we're going to want those infantry for it, too. What is this unit? This is an infiltrator platoon. Okay. It's harder when we don't have all the icons.
Invasion commencing.
I think we'll probably want to send Grant's fleet around to the south as well. We have a good coverage in the north, and we have more secure borders now.
Choose your reinforcements.
One of the maps that's still lucky to be here. Or lucky to still be here.
Ready to roll.
Hello there, Shadow.
Moving out. On my way.
Okay, Kyle and Luke. Heavy tanks.
Maximum unit capacity.
Roger that. Engines
We've
primed.
secured a build pad.
And I think the artillery can actually hit most of the map from there.
Heading out.
Ready for action.
There they are.
Full of surprises.
Awaiting orders.
Of course, the other side of that is that theirs can hit us too.
We lost a build pad.
T4P mobile.
Damn it. That's going to be a problem. Kyle.
Target.
Well,
Cores
Maximum
plotted.
unit
so much for that artillery. Luckily, I don't think we'll be struggling too much with this. It's kind of a convenient place for us having to having the main government structure there. Okay. Let's see if we can get them run over. Luke, run on in here now. Kill those. Oh, there's the artillery. There's the artillery. I don't want to keep the infantry alive, even though they'd be good for Luke and Kyle, because we want the other vehicles to live.
Ready to go.
Alright.
Order acknowledged.
Run on in.
What's the mission?
Reporting.
Yeah, the Jedi were a big topic of conversation last week.
I am.
But one thing with Thrawn's Revenge is that they don't have quite the same stats applied as the Fall of the Republic ones, which were a more direct focus of some of the reworks. So typically they have worse redirection and absorb abilities, but they have higher base health, which ultimately helps them a bit more than the redirect and burst or absorb abilities. They end up being a bit more survivable. They don't get the same chance of being bursted down.
What's up? Give me a little cover fire.
I thought Kyle was dying when he said that.
This should be fun.
We
Standing
lost
by.
a build
Is
pad.
that all?
What's really sad though is Silgal.
Available.
Heading to position.
She should have been here to see the success.
Close to me. I understand.
Y-wing here.
I want to destroy whatever this is. There we go.
Ready to roll. Computers locked on target.
And you're not gonna die. You can come in. Oh, both of those are gonna have to shoot the Ron event. Okay, that was a T2. come on. Okay, there we go. We've been pretty lucky with not freezing the Jedi. Oh, well, you parked in a bad place. I take no responsibility for that. Our poor spotters, knowing they're going to get exploded for having lost their main unit. Okay, you don't need to worry about the turret. Just kill the infantry. Battlefront 2 Luke be like, I value all life. You have a choice. Also slice. Hey, get up there. Don't let that happen. But there you go. There's the hill. I think that's the only unit they have left. May as well send these guys out to confirm. Damn right the enemy's been defeated. Lost more than I wanted to there, but with the artillery, that was probably never going to be avoidable. And let's head in for this last Hapen space battle. You know what? I'm going to regret it if I don't save. There's an early preview of a video I'm going to be working on. Because I decided I needed to play more Empire at War. I don't like what's happening in the south there. Southwest corner of the map. Not great. The northeast, like the Greater Maldrude, is probably not going to be able to do much to us. Maybe they'll do something to the CSA, but the CSA is also 3 or 4 planets deep, but it looks like they got cut off of whatever planet's there. Anna's asking, on my download of TR, I can't pick Empire and single planet starters. Is that a bug or intended? That is intended. We had to cut from the ground up as the Empire because it was having save issues for some reason. So, until we can figure out what that's... or what's going on with that, it is cut. Do we want to combine Sov's fleet with this stuff? Hmm. 272. Well, let's actually see that first. Okay, Vercinri is off on its own here. Tangren is not. Mario must be a recent conquer. Okay, so the stupid Mario Brothers movie that's coming out with like Chris Pratt and everything. I keep waiting for someone to tell me that's a joke. And it just keeps seeming like it's serious. And I don't like that. Move Aaron down there. Yeah, this is I think the last Haven hero. Like, it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound like anyone thought it would be good when they started making it. I don't understand what the appeal is supposed to be. I don't understand... Like, it seems like the whole Morbius situation, where they were memed into re-releasing the movie in theaters, only they're basically being memed into making the movie, and also they're the ones who are doing the meming? I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, are there people who are legitimately looking forward to that movie? No judgment. If that's the case, look, you do you. I want to know if you exist. That's all. Right, Assault Frigate Mark 1. Get in there.
Ready and willing. For the new Republic, we will engage the enemy.
Countering resistance.
Okay, this is I think the first planet we've been at where they've taken advantage of their double max level structures.
orders.
How'd they make the Assault Frigate Mark II uglier than the Mark I? I mean, it seems like to me that the Assault Frigate Mark II happened in Empire at War by them just looking at the one kind of weird perspective shot of the Assault Frigate in the Thrawn trilogy comic books, I think it's from, where it's kind of like angled at the... So if my arm is the Assault Frigate, it's kind of the camera's down here like this, and it makes it look like the Assault Frigate Mark II. And it seems like whichever artist was making it saw that, didn't see other pictures of it, and then they only realized afterwards, but they'd already made the unit. Or they decided after the fact, like, oh, we'd rather make something based off that, and it was intentional. But I don't understand exactly why it happened. Like, they might have just felt like they couldn't make the Dreadnought style thing look good. Because it's not a ship that has a lot going for its shape either. At least the Mark II has some more unique design language to it. It's like there are other units in Empire at War that were supposed to be different units from what they ended up being. Like the Tartan, I think different places mentioned the Carrack and the Lancer in the code and the text. So, and if you look at the Tartan model, it's kind of just like a skewed Carrack as well. Like the engine block is bigger, and the front of the ship kind of scales down rather than being the bulbous head that looks kind of like a genitalia.
I'm on them.
Move to attack. Weapons armed. Enemy spotted.
Enemies in range on this one.
I've got my approach vector.
I'm kind of surprised we've still got the shields on. Which one are you? South Fork.
Yes, we are moving to engage.
Ready for command, sir.
Something to report.
Target locked.
Our target priority is the lake.
Okay. Let's move you up.
Cruiser here. Scratch one.
And again, once this is done, I'm not going to be super big on pushing further into the north for the time being. Like, I think we're going to go back and take the Ariado and Maldrude planets in the south while shoring up the border with the Empire. Like, I don't think we're going to attack the core Imperial worlds just yet.
How can we be of service?
We're not going to look at the MC-90 and the Mon Mothma SD. They're having a moment. Okay, we're trying to get you over to the other Meridian 3. Or sorry, these are both Meridian 4s? Yeah. I don't know why I thought it was 3s. So I think we need the MC-90 over there, as well as... So this is how Liberty does it.
Yes, Commander. Eliminating target.
I'm ready. Weapons ready.
Ready. Squadron report.
Bombers and fighters over to the other Meridian 4.
Yes, sir.
And we're just gonna get everything moving over.
Your order, sir?
Because this one is probably gonna die in the time it takes them all to get over there. We just kind of need to make sure that we fight off all these bombers and fighters from the back end. I'd love to have another power to shields round. Well, this is still up. But I don't think they're going to be able to clear out the shield, or to kill the entire ship. They'll probably be able to clear out the ship.
Jamming their sensors.
Well, there's some bombers back here, why not? Ooh, they hit the MC-90 with...
Star Cruiser reporting.
Alright, well I think power to shield was actually ready with the MC-90 anyways.
What is it?
Okay, Grant.
For the
in the MC90. Yeah, the weapons on the Meridian are not facing out this way. Are we actually gonna keep the shields up? Doesn't really matter that much, but it's still a kind of a big flex. It's kind of funny if that happens. I do like funny things. Haven't seen the Viscount model yet. It's just a bigger pickle. Yeah, it's the biggest pickle. I don't know if I've actually used the newer one in a playthrough yet. I must have. Hey, Triton. Because it got redone. Oh, I don't remember when exactly that was. I don't know if I've done a New Republic playthrough since then. Full progressive one. The Triton's handy spreadsheet linked in the description of all of the playthrough episodes, then I would know. Make sure you go look at that if you ever want to know exactly how many hours I've put into EaW on the channel and what playthroughs are there. Because it's a lot.
How can we be of service? Taking down their defenses.
Standing by. Destroy the ion cannon.
Like, honestly, someday I may start unlisting some of the older videos. Because, like, it might be interesting for some people to watch, but if it's, like, the first thing that people come across on the channel, I'm not saying production value and everything's great now, but it's lower back then for some of them. And I don't want to delete the videos. So I'd like to be able to just unlist them somewhere so it's available for people who really want to go and see that to do it. But especially with stuff like the CSA playthrough where it was a long one, or any of the ones that had a lot of big technical difficulties. Where, like, I don't want to get rid of them, but if I can curate them a little bit more, maybe that would be not bad.
This is the captain.
Alright, Haven Core territory.
Engaging drive thrusters.
Didn't lose a thing in these conquests of the Haven. I guess on ground we did. Not in space, though.
Heading to position.
We want to take Tarrifon as quickly as we can. We don't have that much infantry left. But then we can send Grant and his fleet down south. Recently, all the X2, like all the drinking streams. Oh, fuck. Alright, sorry about that. We had a crash. We are back where we were mostly, I think. Thanks to the power of auto-resolve and not losing a single thing. But let's see if we can take Tarrifon properly. Did I do something else in that time? I don't think so. I might have moved more of the units. Nope. That's all fine. Alright. Well, nothing that I remember was lost, so that's the best kind of crash to have. Let's see if we can actually do it now. I've needed to, like, crack my sternum for a few days, and I don't know how to do it. I've never done it before. I've never really felt like I needed to do it like this before.
Yes.
So
What can I do? Can do.
that's kind of worrying.
I'm here, sir. Can do.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, Luke and Kyle,
On my way.
before I replace you with other units in other places.
We've secured a build pad.
Let's see.
Ready for action. Moving. This should be fun.
Weapon low. Reporting in.
These are all just militia. They can do whatever they want. Luke And Kyle... I think Kyle we want to... Oh,
Order
oops.
acknowledged.
I'm with you.
A bit late now.
Lost a building.
Okay, well you guys can go and take out the
Yes, sir.
ion cannon.
I'll follow your lead.
Well, they have a turbo laser structure.
What's up? On my way.
I guess I should realize that because they have a base shield. How's Luke looking? I think Kyle in the base is fine. And Luke can help with more of these units. Oh, you've already gotten through there. We definitely want to take down the ion cannon. I don't know where the power gen is. I think it's up in this corner. Well, it's definitely up in the corner. I just don't know which part of the corner exactly.
Should be easy. Ready to go.
Alright, let's move him over where he's not going to get just base smashed by a turbo laser turret.
I'm full of surprises.
Let's see if we can find the power gen with Luke. There it is.
Flying womp rats. Unit destroyed.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, there's no reason to get you all killed. Yeah, destroy the Rana.
Where do you need me?
Does Corrin have the ability to destroy structures like that in the game? If he does, we need to remove that. Dude couldn't telekinesis stuff. Clearly he's being given unwarranted preferential treatment. It's just been so long since I've actually used Corrin because he found his way removed from progressives for a while. What keeps the Hapen AI from building field bases? The AI in general right now doesn't build field bases. Their plans need to be adjusted. Their considerations for whether they want them or not currently end up being too much towards the not. Is this it? Or just those two? Yep. There we go.
System control achieved.
Alright, now
Construction.
you can get down there. Will we build up another fleet over here? How is our big giant fish tank doing? 21%. Hey there, Abby. How does one force choke a building? I mean, you just hope the foundations aren't very good, and you just rumble a little. Okay, they don't have anything other than the actual main station there that we have to worry about. Ooh, this is bad.
Started.
I like how many planets are opened up with this. What's our pop cap on you? 98. That's not actually that much. Kuot, you are going to build... Ouch my toe. No, what? You're not going to build that. Coruscant, you are going to build Ouch my toe.
In production.
You are going to build Little Russia. Why are you building... Oh, you're doing the actual research for the new class modernization program, so never mind that. Where is the other shipyard then? Okay, Ouch my toe,
In production.
Little Russia,
In production.
Queen Amidala's Revenge, Medina,
Constructing
Cheesecake.
unit.
Then we can get something slightly bigger here. We're gonna get... never mind, we have all the regular units
Unit in production.
already, other than Vengeful Spirit. So, Akbar, do you stay on border defense duty, or do I move you into that fleet? I think for this, we want to move Akbar and the baby
complete.
count into this fleet.
Setting course.
Beginning construction.
A lot of this can start
Constructing.
being just
Beginning
production.
Construction. Constructing.
The Haven lands are
Horses
now
reporting for duty, sir.
production lands.
Roger, setting course, sir.
Solve, your fleet's okay. That'll eventually be combined with that fleet. That is another shipyard world for us. 35% of the Viscount. You are all space units.
Helm ahead for.
And we have the planet set up there. Right, month 35. About to get a little bit more money. And then we'll, I guess we do want to build up Coruscant a little bit. Well, we know that the Greater Maldrud isn't going to be able to attack us at least.
Corona-class frigate reporting.
So, I think it might be more
Complying with orders.
sensible
Moving
to
out.
come in this way and take out the Ariado Authority. So let's get you and you.
Construction.
And that's already going to be upgrade. Oh, shit. Alright, well, if they're on their way in, I think we're going to leave that episode there for today. We're going to keep going with the stream, though. So for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. And hope to see you next time. But for those of you on Twitch, stay tuned, because Coruscant's about to be in trouble.